Hello, my name is Anna Bendo, and I'm the Director of Affordable Learning Initiatives at OhioLink, and I'm happy to be able to share with you about our open education efforts in Ohio for the past couple of years. I first wanted to give a bit of background on higher education in Ohio and where most of our OER efforts are happening. First, like I said, I am the Affordable Learning Director at OhioLink, and OhioLink is Ohio's statewide academic library consortium. We serve 117 libraries at 88 institutions of higher education, plus the State Library of Ohio. OhioLink is a member of the Ohio Technology Consortium, which also includes our statewide technology and broadband organization, supercomputing center, and shared services efforts. Our parent organization, and who we receive funding from, is the Ohio Department of Higher Education. OhioLink's member institutions include public, independent, 4-year, 2-year, large, and small colleges and universities. We have been charged with advocating for and promoting the use of open educational resources in our state at all of our member institutions and coordinating any statewide efforts. At the pre-K through 12 level, we have another organization called Info Ohio that houses the pre-K through 12 digital library. They have been tasked with statewide OER efforts at the pre-K through 12 level. Our OER and other affordable learning initiatives started back in 2016 when OhioLink reached out to its member library deans and directors asking for suggestions about emerging demands that might be addressed at the statewide level. Library leadership expressed a need to address textbook affordability and to explore how libraries and OhioLink could be leaders on that issue. Both our members and our parent organization, the Ohio Department of Higher Education, defined engagement with textbook affordability as a strategic initiative. OhioLink had a history of promoting affordability by sharing resources for more than 30 years, so it seemed like a good place to start. We have made a lot of progress since 2016. Over the course of the last 6 to 7 years, we have offered more than 30 workshops throughout the state on educating and promoting affordable learning initiatives with a specific focus on OER. We developed a group of trained affordable learning ambassadors who helped OhioLink offer these workshops widely throughout the state. We were a steering committee member of the Ohio Open Ed Collaborative, where we developed open course content packages for 23 high enrollment courses and then created a repository to house them. After delivering these workshops and working with faculty to try and adopt OER content, we would consistently get the same feedback. Yes, this is great, and I'm interested in OER, but it takes so much time to redesign my course. And what if there aren't enough quality OER materials to replace my textbook? How will my time be compensated? So we developed the OhioLink OER Course Redesign Mini Grants. This has been our main OER effort for the last 2 years. We offered a $650 stipend to faculty to explore OER for a specific course. Our initial funding came from a MEC seed grant, and then OhioLink also provided some additional funds. We have had 4 cohorts now with about 30 faculty in each one, from 46 total institutions throughout the state of Ohio. Each faculty member looks at one specific course, and they try to search and explore different OER repositories, work with an OER librarian, and try to find content that might meet the learning objectives of their course. We have found that if each faculty member found a no-cost OER replacement for their course materials for one semester, students would save $1.35 million over what they were previously spending. And of course, as we know, OER has lots of other outcomes as well, in addition to cost savings. The evaluations and the feedback for the mini grant program have been overwhelmingly positive, and I wanted to share just a couple of things that I think really highlight what some of the advantages to this program have been. First, I taught the course this summer with great success. All 20 students enrolled finished the course successfully. not a single withdrawal or failure, an almost unprecedented experience, and students loved the course. My heartfelt thanks for the OhioLink OER course redesign mini grant that funded the work and supported student success. I wanted to highlight this one because it talks about some of the additional outcomes that maybe we hadn't originally even intended or thought might be possible. This person converted their course to OER materials, and with each student having access to the materials on day one and no costs associated with that, found that all of the students finished the course successfully, which was unprecedented for her. So, like I said, this is only a single anecdotal piece of feedback, but I think it provides us with an idea of what some of the possibilities are when converting to OER. This comment, I had to incorporate material from several sources to meet the needs of my course. I am very appreciative of the mini grant, as this served as an incentive to invest a considerable amount of time and effort into investigating, evaluating, and incorporating OERs into this class. This helped to overcome some barriers to my previous intentions to look into OER resources for my classes. Having gone this route once, it makes it a bit easier to consider OER resources for other classes in the future. So I think this really highlights the reasoning behind these mini grants. $650 stipend and a little dedicated time and space to look into this provided what this faculty member needed to get over the hump and do the work and the search for some materials that might work in their class. And there wasn't a perfect replacement fit. This person had to find a few different resources and cobble some things together to try to find some materials that worked. But having this dedicated space and a little financial incentive, that this person was able to do that and might consider doing it in other courses as well. So what's next in Ohio? How are we going to continue to promote OER? We have a new program starting in February where we have provided scholarships for 9 librarians to complete the Certificate in OER Librarianship program that the Open Education Network puts on. So we're really excited that we're going to have some trained librarians that will then be coming back to Ohio to share their knowledge. They received these scholarships with the understanding that we would then provide kind of a train the trainer program for them to be able to share what they've learned with other librarians in the state. We also plan to continue the OER adoption mini grants and potentially, if we receive additional funding, expand to creation grants, because one of the things that we are finding is that there are big gaps in OER materials in areas like nursing, education, information sciences, and healthcare. And these are the types of courses where students are having to pay a lot of money for materials. Additionally, we plan on updating our OER Commons site, which we have called the OhioLink Open Course Content Library. We are adding additional content, refreshing the look and usability of the Ohio Open Ed Collaborative Hub, and updating 12 of the course content packages for the high enrollment courses. We also plan to continue troubleshooting data collection hurdles, which has been one of the biggest challenges, I would say, over the last few years, is really being able to get a grasp on what's happening statewide in the OER field. This is just a snapshot of our OhioLink Open Course Content Library, and the link is there if you'd like to check it out. Please click on the Ohio Open Ed Collaborative Hub if you head to it, and check out some of the changes that we've made and some of the updates that we are planning for the future. And then briefly, I wanted to give an update on the pre-K through 12 digital library, Info Ohio, that I mentioned earlier, and what they are doing in the OER space. They have just uploaded 25,000 new instructional materials to the Open Space platform, which is their OER repository. The new content is in every subject area for pre-K through 12, and 15,000 pieces of that content are aligned to K through 12 standards, which is a very big deal in the K through 12 world. They also have started a new program where they have instructional materials reviewer workshops. So they are providing a way for librarians, teachers, curriculum specialists, tech coaches to learn how to be an instructional materials reviewer. They receive 32 contact hours for this workshop and a stipend of $2,000. And then they actually review some of the materials that are in their open space platform. They're planning on continuing this program in the future because they had 10 participants this time around, and each participant reviewed around 30 items. Some of Info Ohio's goals for 2024 are, as I mentioned, to continue the Instructional Material Reviewer program, to continue adding content to their open space platform, and to find ways to introduce this new content to people and teachers who can use it. Finally, how can MEC help with future OER efforts in Ohio? We feel that any additional funding and grants through your programs would be greatly appreciated, as they have been already. 2 of the new programs that we have started in the past 2 years were as a result of those MEC seed grants. So they really are worthwhile and have done a lot in Ohio. And any additional professional development opportunities or reports that you all are able to provide are greatly appreciated in Ohio as we continue our work. If anyone has any questions about what we're doing with OER efforts in Ohio, please do reach out to me. My email is listed there, and I would be happy to chat with any and all of you about what's going on in your states as well.